Emerge from your emergency. Hi, my name is Diana, and I want to tell you guys how the voice started. I'm sure I've said this in different ways or at different times, but this is just, maybe because of the new COVID variant that has been discussed that just took me back to the lockdown days and just thinking about, things that happened and how I emerged from it. So being locked down, there was this halt in everything. There was this life that, being alive for over 3 decades, one didn't even know about, never read about it, didn't understand it. And, the whole world was on standstill. But something happened. And this, trust me, happened for a whole lot of people, whether it was consciously, like in my case, or it was subconsciously. So right before the lockdown, I had been going through a lot of things and a lot of emotions. Including fighting depression, not even knowing what it was, then knowing what it was, and just on my own trying to figure it out. I was also at a place where I wanted to know purpose. I felt something. This God's feeling, this thing in your stomach when you know that you're meant for something, but you feel like you're not harnessing it, you're not on the right path to it, or you're on the right path but it's not clear yet. So I had all that happening, and this was months even before the lockdown. I had started to think about my life. I had started to juggle names. I remember calling myself a humanitarian, a thought leader, and an altruistic leader. In fact, I had an interesting name from a cousin that I just kept confiding in and saying, I'm thinking about this thing. I really need to define who I am. He called me I think a humanitarian activist or a thought activist. It was just an interesting time. And then, I ended up just like having a PowerPoint document. I literally sat down and wrote and did a PowerPoint slide, 2 of them, about my life and God's work in the ministry and the purpose that He has in my hands, about my life and what I call the professional or the technical side. I tried to separate the work I wanted to do as a humanitarian from the work I wanted to do as a project or an administrative person. I sat down, I wrote documents about myself. I did a SWOT analysis, that is a strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat analysis about my life. I went that in depth, and then I just did all that, and I just I did something that a lot of people might relate to or not want to relate to, but this is me and this is what works for me. I just went and I just stayed in the presence of God, and I just listened to God, and I just I stayed in depth, and it became clearer. I've been doing a lot of this support and talk and encouragement. I didn't tie it to mental health until I stayed in that place, until I did all the legwork. Because even the Bible, which I believe in, says faith without work is dead. That's another topic. But I emerged from that emergency. And that's really where I'm coming from. Something emerged. It started. It's not blossomed yet. It's not the best yet. It's not. But it started. The voice started from that time, that emergency, that time a lot of people were using for other things. That emergency of COVID and the lockdown, that's how the voice emerged. Whatever you're going through now, whatever that emergency, that challenge, that problems, that that thing that looks like it's impossible, that fear, that loss of job, that not being satisfied at your place of work and just wanting to stay in what is called a job security, but not having any emotional security and peace, and just being confused. I think you need to take a step back, emerge from this holiday, come back from this, not because it's the end of year or because there's a need for a New Year's resolution, or whether you're even hearing this in the middle of a year. Just go take a step back and emerge as a better person for this, from that emergency, from that you're going through. Even if you're in a sick bed, put your heart in the place that I'm going to get out of this, And whatever this Alzheimer's, whatever this cancer, whatever this diabetes, this COVID sickness is, whatever is putting you down on that bird, say to yourself, I'm going to emerge from this emergency and become an advocate for this, and speak and create knowledge and travel around the world, or just stay in my little community and just helping people through this kind of emergency. Receive that strength in your inward spirit, in your heart, and just emerge from this emergency. If you're going through a bad divorce, you made a wrong choice in a relationship, just emerge from it. Tell yourself, I'm going to learn this lesson to be better, even if it's just learning it to be able to help my kids and immediate loved ones not to make my mistake. That is a gift to the world. That is a gift to the world. Emerge stronger from this emergency, because it's possible. I am a living testimony of just becoming stronger and emerging from several emergencies. If you have not read my book, Patches and Peach, please grab a copy today. It's coming live on Amazon Kindle. Send an email, visit my website, dianaair.com. Send an email to the Voice Consult. We'll deliver anywhere in the world. You would see a lot of emergencies. I couldn't even put all of them in one book, but you see some of the emergencies that I emerged from, and I just became stronger and became better. And I'm just, I'm basically feeding back the world all of that strength that I've pulled out from those weak days. And I just want you to pick this and just emerge from that emergency. You're stronger than you know it, and I believe in you. Because guess what? You are unique, and I am the voice, and together, we are a gift to the world. I'll see you next week. Like, share, and comment, and please press subscribe. The voice is what we are on YouTube. I'll see you.